Listen, he's doing his job. Don't be an idiot.
He can't do nothing.
You'd think by now people would know not to mess with the Royal Guards, but nope, here we are again. Welcome to a collection of tourists testing their luck and finding out the hard way that these guards aren't just standing around for decoration. This guy thought dancing around a Royal Guard made him funny.
But he can't do nothing. He can't do nothing.
Listen, he's doing his job. Don't be an idiot.
He can't do nothing. Ooh!
Until the guard made him silent. Turns out he can't do anything to me is just code for knock me out, please. This guy thought the perfect souvenir was getting run over by history in motion. Pro tip, when the Royal Guards are marching, you move, because they sure won't.
Bye-bye!
You big man. Thank you very much.
Nothing says perfect family photo like ignoring the giant line and poking a Royal Guard's nose. She wanted a memory. She got a heart attack when the guard reminded her how lines work.
Step back with the wing line guard! Not top the ring!
She wanted a cute photo with the Royal Guard, but got a surprise lesson in don't get too close. One slight move from the guard and instant scream and a free trip to the floor. When your brain says fight a Royal Guard and forgets they're not paid to lose. When you realize too late that Royal Guards don't walk around problems. They march through them. Oh! This guy learned the hard way that standing still equals a free trip to the pavement. This genius thought mocking and poking a Royal Guard was a good way to pass time, because who doesn't love living dangerously? One scream later and he's rethinking all his life choices.
Get back from the Queen's Guard!
She thought standing in a Royal Guard's path was a photo opportunity. He thought it was an obstacle to remove. This guy didn't get the memo that standing in a Royal Guard's path comes with a free yelling session.
Get off the fence!
This group thought climbing the fence was a good idea, until the Royal Guard activated shout mode from across the map.
Скинь это на ноутбук, чтобы, не дай бог, не потерять. Тёма, не слези тут. Тёма. Тёма.
Stay off the fence!
Yes. What?
When the Royal Guards politely yell, "Make way," it's not a suggestion, it's a warning. If you don't move, they'll gladly turn you into a speed bump in front of the whole crowd.
Make way! Let's go! Step back! The Winter Castle Guard!
Because nothing says great idea like standing in front of a marching army for a cute vacation photo. Luckily, the Royal Guards were kind enough to scream a reminder that they're not there to be Instagram props. This guy thought harassing a royal guard and his horse would make great podcast content. Pro tip, when random strangers are telling you to stop, maybe rethink your life choices before the police do it for you.
Stop being so goddamn rude. Fuck off.
Turns out it landed him a guest spot in handcuffs. He wanted an up-and-close royal experience. Didn't expect it to come with a loud "make way" and a mini heart attack.
Make way!
Who knew standing in the obvious marching path could be so surprising? She thought the horse was part of the scenery. Turns out it came with a built-in clothing inspection. Next time, she'll know. Royal guards don't bite, but their horses might.
Oh my god. You already? Oh, it's not funny anymore. Do you want to call someone?
When a royal guard's horse gives you the gentlest nudge and you act like you've been hit by a truck. She came for a royal experience and left with a dramatic performance.
Oh, shit.
This guy thought giving the royal guard's horse a little pat was harmless, until the guard screamed like he triggered a security alarm. Nothing like a public scare to remind you that do not touch isn't just a suggestion.
What?
Because apparently, don't stand in the middle of marching soldiers is rocket science for some people. Luckily, the officers were there to politely drag them out of the way before the royal guards turned them into speed bumps. Because clearly, that rope was just a suggestion, until the royal guard reminded everyone that it's actually a touch and get yelled at alarm system. One hand on the rope and suddenly the whole crowd gets a free jump scare they didn't pay for.
Get off the road! Yes.
When grabbing a royal guard's horse seems like a cute photo idea. Because who cares about rules when you need Instagram content, right?
Get off the road! Get off! Get off the road! Get off!
This guy thought mocking a royal guard was all fun and games, until the guard handed him a reality check right to the head. Guess he didn't read the part where silent doesn't mean won't smack stupid. Oh! Because obviously, sitting in the middle of a royal guard's path is the perfect place to relax. Who needs common sense, right? The guards kindly remind them by kicking their shoes out of the way like, this isn't a picnic spot, lovebirds. Ah yes, the classic tourist strategy. Ignore all warnings and get close enough to measure the guard's heartbeat. She wanted a cute photo, but got a verbal explosion instead. Bet that wasn't part of the vacation plan.
Do not touch the king's lifeguard!
Everyone was busy recording the Royal Guards until they realized make way isn't just for background noise.
Make way!
Shout out to the girl in the back, setting a new record for fastest tourist getaway.
Georgia, look at me.
They're gonna have a change now.
Do not touch the ring!
She treated the Royal Guard's horse like a theme park ride. Just grab and pose, right? The guard wasn't having it, turning her photo session into a public announcement on how not to be that tourist.
Stand clear! Stand clear!
These tourists thought crowding the Royal Guard was the best way to get a closer look, until he rolled through with a scoot back that nearly made them jump out of their shoes.
Get back!
Nothing like a polite royal scream to remind you that personal space isn't optional. Well, if there's one thing we learned today, it's that messing with the Royal Guard is the fastest way to embarrass yourself in front of a crowd. And the internet.
Stand
I'm trying to carry on, I'm trying to see where. Is it really bad, Cameron?
clear the kick down!
Oh!